YouTubers. My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller. And welcome everyone to WWE NXT Review, the show from October 3rd, 2018. They were at Full Sail University at Winter Park, Florida, and you had your commentators Mauro Renaro, Nigel McGuinness, and Percy Watson. So, let's not waste any time. And by the way, folks, I apologize for showing up late when it comes to this review. I was actually taking a shower, and it took me little longer for me to finally to come out of the shower, and then also I was before I took a shower. When I went to take a shower, I had to shave, as you can see, clean cut, and yeah, that's basically what happened. And then and then I was in the shower, uh, enjoying the shower, like I always do, and um, and yeah, basically, and I was basically getting everything else set up and all that, and not right now. I'm gonna get to this review. So yeah, as I said, so basically, again, I apologize for not showing up, on time, but I'm here right now to take care of this situation, and here we go. So the show opened up with Nikki Cross backstage. She's talking about how she wants a piece of uh, Bianca Belair. She's acting all crazy as always. This is Nikki Cross. The twisted sister, Nikki Cross. She's going crazy and acting all possessed that she wants a piece of of Bianca Belair. She wants to go at the Bianca Belair again. She wants to go at it again with her and all that. And then she starts saying, I know. You know, basically referring that she knows something about what comes to Aleister Black. Now she didn't actually say what happened with she didn't actually say she know what happened with Aleister Black. All she kept saying is that she know. I know. I meant to say, excuse me. Basically, I'm quoting what she's saying. And then we get to the actual show. We get Candice LeRae versus Lacey Evans. The match itself, pretty damn good, pretty damn opening women's match. In the end of the match, we get Lacey Evans basically talking trash, basically to Candice LeRae, saying that you're a failure, just like your husband is a failure. And this sets off Candice LeRae to go after her in the corner about 2 times. Referee backs her off before the count, basically where it could lead to her being disqualified. But then all of a sudden, Candice LeRae goes after Lacey Evans in the corner again, and Lacey Evans out of nowhere. The woman's right. Bam! Knocks her out, and Candice LeRae sold it pretty well too. And the way she fell down too. So, wow, that was a masterpiece of a selling. And Lacey Evans gets the three count and the win. So this feud's going to continue on. This is, I don't know how long it's gonna continue on, but this feud is gonna continue on, and I'm enjoying this feud. Lacey Evans, she's a very good heel. She's even a very good heel outside of her character too. I'm not gonna talk much about that, but when it comes to our on-screen character, she's doing a very good job of being a heel. So kudos to that one. Next we get to NXT building up this triple threat match for next week, which is going to be for the NXT North American Championship. That's held by Ricochet going up against Adam Cole, baby, and the WWE United Kingdom Champion Pete Dunne. This is going to be set up for next week, and what they did here is a video package of nice, masterpiece, brilliant video package. What comes to showcasing Ricochet, Adam Cole, baby, and Pete Dunne. Great. And again, this is a hype video package, hyping up this match for everyone to say, "Oh, I can't wait to see this match. I cannot wait to see this match. It's gonna be next week, and this could be the main event, and it's gonna be a masterpiece, brilliant, exciting main event that we're gonna be seeing. Expect an appearance. Expect, high flying. Expect, a brute um brutal mentality, I guess you could say. Expect moments and highlights of this match. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be amazing. Just wait. I was talking about this. I can't wait for to next week to come right now to see this match. But that's just saying. But yeah, great video package when it comes to the to showcase the hype of this triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship. Also, we get Tommaso Ciampa. He's at a dark room, wherever, with his NXT Championship. Cutting a promo, like he always does. He talks about he's on top of the mountain. He talks about because some people are trying to steal the spotlight, and then also when it comes to he talks about cover to cover tracks, and then basically brings up Velveteen Dream, where the Velveteen Dream is trying to stir the pot here, where it comes to Tommaso Ciampa, who may have been responsible for the attack of House of Black, or maybe he was speculating that Tommaso Ciampa is the suspect of taking out House of Black, and then basically telling the Velveteen Dream to keep his theories and whatever to himself, and basically said that if he ever mention his name again when it comes to House of Black, or when it comes to basically put his name out there, expect basically when it comes to Velveteen Dream, to expect that for his dream to become a nightmare, and that's how it ends. Basically, what NXT is doing here is to build up it's going to playing seeds for the next feud between Tommaso Ciampa versus the Velveteen Dream, and based on how they're going to do this here, the Velveteen Dream is going to look like as a baby face here, and Ciampa, obviously he's a heel, obviously, but still, I'm not going to cheer for the Velveteen Dream in this feud. Fuck the Velveteen Dream. Next we get Vinny Maxon, Caesar's Rose, and Tony. Tori. Tori. I meant to say Tori. Quiche. Yeah, I don't know who these guys are, and to be honest with you, do I really care? Nope, because guess what? They went up against Wesley Blake, Steve Cutler, and Gunner, but he's called by Jackson or Ryder. I think that's how you say his last name. Not because of WWE's name. Basically the Forgotten Sons. So they come out. Obviously they squash these guys, destroy these guys. I mean, yeah, I love this faction too, by the way. The Forgotten Sons. Just on the way they carry themselves, the way they look apart, the way they bring what they bring to the table in a trio type of deal. Because basically they could be they could be close to being like the Fabulous Freebirds. I'm not saying there's comparisons. I'm just saying they could be close to where they could be like almost like the Fabulous Freebirds, but in their type of style. But yeah, but in the end, I don't remember who which other Forgotten Sons beating one of these guys. All I know is that Jackson or Riker, who did his swing shot power bomb to one of these guys. Again, I don't remember who it was on that the Forgotten Sons did it too, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, the Forgotten Sons wins the match. Once again, another a strong dominant win here for the Forgotten Sons. So far they're on the road in tag team matches and one-on-one matches, and now in 6-man tag matches. Just the game more impressive as it goes. Next we get to Shayna Baszler showcasing her training when it comes to training to prepare against Kairi Sane. Basically showing her training in the gym, doing some playing box, those handbags, handle handbags with her hands and her legs on that, because of her MMA background. And she also talks about Kairi Sane and all that when it comes to her beating her at the Man Classic and then beating her at Takeover, and basically she's gonna it's her in this video promo that she's gonna take back what's hers, and that's the NXT Championship, and then that you know and and be honest with you folks, I think Shayna Baszler is gonna beat Kairi Sane this time. I think she's gonna finally beat her in the finally wash away of that stigma of her loss against her last year and from Takeover from this year. We get Kathy Kelly. She interviews Tony Nese. Tony Nese from 205 Live. Basically, Tony Nese talks about he's the premier athlete of when it comes to showcasing what he can do in 205 Live, and people know him very well at 205 Live. But basically, what he was saying here too as well is that people are talking about him when it comes to him what he's doing in 205 Live, which is not true. WWE does has done a poor job for any WWE fans to talk about Tony Nese at 205 Live, because the WWE fans don't care, because the WWE failed to make them care. But Tony says he's on NXT, so and he's here to take over, and he's got 8 reasons why to do it too. When it comes to his abs. And there you go. And he's going to be wrestling against Johnny Wrestling, by the way. Johnny Gargano. But there you go. Then we get to Kathy Kelly interviewing Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, basically, has been asked about what comes to Nikki Cross wants to play games with Nikki Cross. Belair, excuse me. But knowing Nikki can for herself, when it comes to her being crazy, but still, but Bianca Belair says that she don't play games. She's a serious competitor, and she talks about how she's undefeated, and then she talks about Nikki Cross and all that, and then she says again she's undefeated, and then she walks away and keeps saying undefeated, and she keeps saying it louder and louder, undefeated. Okay, we get the point. You're defeated, which is I'm sorry, undefeated. Johnny Gargano versus Tony Nese. Great match, folks. Back and forth action, great storytelling, just a great match overall, and the fans were great too. You had some fans chanting Johnny, and then you got Johnny Wrestling chants. But yeah, this match was on fire though. Either way, Tony's when it comes to Tony's, I'm expecting him to that he might win, but that to me that's asking too much, because Tony's had since when was the last time Tony's has ever won a big match in WWE? Just be honest, and sure enough, he doesn't win. But whatever. It's whatever. Match, folks. But either way, and Tony felt like he was very comfortable working for NXT for that one night. So if there's a chance for Tony to stay on NXT, can he? Please. I think with Tony's being on NXT, he's more comfortable, and he could be less stressed when it comes to him being on the main roster, especially when it comes to the way he's been booked on 205 Live, where he barely wins many matches anyways. So, but yeah. Anyways, either way, after the match, Gargano, he's still on the arm that he'd been through a battle, and he gets a sign from one of his fans that says Johnny freaking Wrestling, and yeah, Johnny Wrestling. John Wrestling is back. He's not being he's not turning into Tommaso Ciampa. He's calm. He's back to being what he's always been, and that's Johnny Wrestling. And that's to please his fans that have been behind him since day one. We get to the 1 and 2 video package. When it comes to 1, Orton Norkin. When it comes to 2, Danny Burch. Yeah, that's the tag team, by the way. I'm not sure that's supposed to be the tag team names, whatever, but when it comes to Orton Norkin, he always comes out and point out his finger up to be that he's to put 1, and then when it comes to Danny Burch, he always comes out and does just the two. So that's why 1 and 2, 1 and 2. But anyways, so they did a video package here, an emotional video package here. When it comes to these two guys, they start off as a singles wrestler, and then also they start to become a tag team, um, and then where they want to become tag team champions, and they were this close to becoming tag team champions because they beat the tag team champions one time in a non-title match, which it was actually a 6-man tag match basically, but still, uh, they beat the tag team champions during that time, and they had an opportunity for the for the tag titles, which it led to them at Chicago, well, Takeover Chicago too, where the fans were not behind them, and they talked about this too, by the way, that the fans weren't behind them, but they didn't care what if the fans were behind them, because they were there to for one goal and one goal only, and it's to go after the tag team titles, and that's a good that was a great attitude there. And then also as the match going on, and and I talked about this before, as the match going on in there, also the fans started to get behind them, and then and even though they didn't win the match, win the tag belts, they didn't win it. They still got a standing ovation from the fans. They felt emotional and all that. Even I felt emotional at the time. And some fans may criticize those fans, for booing them at first, and then also cheer for them at the end of the day. Well, it's because they want they know I'm pretty sure not everyone know much about them, and on top of that too, you got someone like the Undisputed Era that were more popular than these guys. Um, because they got a cool factor and a cool personality, and yeah, and they're great wrestlers, and then you got these guys who are also great wrestlers too, in Orton Wilkinson and Dane Birch. And also when it comes to that, I'm trying to think of the one word. When it comes to that, I can't really think of a word, but I thought about it before, but like I said to myself, damn it, I wish I knew that word. But anyways, the point is, at the end of the day, the fans basically they won over the fans at the end of the day. And during that match too, where Orton Wilkins suffered an injury, where on the spot where they did the Roger Strong with the knee, and then the Kyle Ride with the elbow, I believe. I can't remember, but basically with the knee to the face. Um, Whereas Otto Bone from his eye socket, whatever, is what led to him to miss out of NXT for about 2 to 3 months, I believe. I don't think he needed surgery, but if he did have surgery, then I don't think I caught that part. They said he needed he had to get surgery for that, but he had to he had to be taken out for a while because of that. Um, but at the end of the day, they said that they will not stop until they reach their goal to become the next NXT Tag Team Champions. And by the way, folks, as this video package was over, I see myself, wow, I was emotional, I was invested. I like NXT, WWE, either way. If these guys don't get the belts, when we get to 2019, then what the fuck are you doing with them? Wow, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for them that they didn't win the belts back in Chicago. Now I feel even more sorry that they didn't win the belts as at Takeover Chicago too. So at some point, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen this year, but I'm pretty but hopefully by 2019 they need to pull the trigger on this one. Whenever they got plans for Early Norcus and Dane Birch in 2019, it should be that time for them to put the belts on them. And we'll see if they do. Main event time: Lars Sullivan versus EC3. This match has a follow-up. Organo and Tony's pulled out. Did they do it? Not really, but either way, it was still a good match. So EC3 rushes down to the ring. Basically Lars Sullivan his way first, and then EC3 comes out. And also EC3, he did not want to do this whole EC3 thing. He decided to just run down there and go after Lars Sullivan, and then the match never got underway yet until Lars Sullivan tried getting in the ring, and then also EC3 goes out again, and then ring the bell. Like, thank you. You know the way. Do you want to continue? Do you want to continue? You know, I'm glad they didn't did that. So the match gets, match going on. EC3 rams Lars Sullivan to those ring steps 3 times. Twice Lars Sullivan didn't sell. He basically no sold it, but EC3 this time he made sure he sold it by really ram into it and then gets him a nasty bruise welts on his back. I'm like, wow. I'm surprised that Steel steps in and cut his back open. With a big gash. But luckily it didn't. But yeah, but Lars Sullivan and EC3 were going at it back and forth and all that. Um, and then in the end, Lars Sullivan gets the win by first he goes for the freak accident on EC3 right under the ring apron. Then Lars Sullivan cuts the top rope, does a diving headbutt onto EC3 and gets a 3 count in the win. And before that spot even happened, I need to mention this too. EC3 had a cut on his eye, his lower eyebrow, um, from above his eye. And then and basically again, I was just all just he got that before this whole thing happened to him with the freak accident on the apron and then the diving headbutt. And then basically after that and then we get to that part now where Lars Sullivan got the diving headbutt to get the win over EC3. All of a sudden EC3 was starting bleeding massively from his mouth, something like that. I don't know if he I don't know if he cut cut his, I don't know. I don't know if it was because of one of those blood capsules, whatever, or something. I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but still, because I doubt it was because of the eye, cause it was just a cut that it wasn't that, but also like he's street like look like he's coughing up blood, whatever. I'm like, wow, that looked sick there. But hopefully it was an 82 series. Hope there was no internal bleeding type of deal with EC3, but still. But yeah, Lars Sullivan wins the match, and that's how the show ends. With Lars Sullivan defeating EC3. So once again, EC3 is not looking so good on NXT. He's losing constantly, every time. And to be honest with you, folks, it's really annoying me. It's annoying me to no end because has someone from wrestling who basically he basically here's EC3 who started in WWE as Derek Bateman, and they didn't do much with him on WWE during that time. Other than do the stupid angles with Daniel Bryan, which I thought was entertaining at the time though. But stupid angles with Maxine, who's Katrina from Lucha Underground, and the whole thing with Johnny Curtis, who's now Fandango. To where they fired him, and then he went to the Impact Wrestling, and he recreated himself, he reinvented himself, where he became Ethan Carter the third, and then also what comes to his initials EC3, and then finally doing everything he can in Impact Wrestling, get himself over in Impact Wrestling because of what his character was about. He finally is Impact Wrestling, which I wasn't a fan of when at the time. I wasn't a fan of him leaving Impact Wrestling because of the promos he was cutting and all that, and everything he was doing. He was bullshitting all of us Impact Wrestling fans, you know. And then he gets to the point. We get to the point where he's in NXT and he's getting these crowds behind him. He's getting his huge reactions, and it looks like he's being pushed to the top of the food chain, and then he's losing to Gargano. He's losing to um he's losing to and I mean who has he beaten so far? Who has he beaten that Conor Reeves? They're doing something with him. Who can you say he's beaten? The Fabian Eichner, who they showcase whenever whenever they can showcase him. But yeah, it's really frustrating me, folks. That EC3 is not getting any big wins here. I guess he beat Cassius Ohno, but other than that, what else is there? EC3 it's not been looking strong, and and sure they may fool you into thinking that he's being book strong, but in it, that's not how it is right now. But I'm pretty sure with some Impact Wrestling fans and some anti EC3 fans, or should I say, well, yeah, I guess you could say that. Basically fans who are not people, basically fans who are not a fan of EC3, they're enjoying this, obviously. Which I don't blame them because I'm right with them when it comes to that part that EC3 decided to abandon Impact Wrestling where they it made him what he was, and now he's in NXT and he's not getting the booking that he should be getting. Basically what comes to him winning matches. But you know what? That's his fault. But if that's his if it's gonna lead to something, maybe I don't know. But I guess I'm feeling kind of different here with EC3 because because I've been a fan of his when he was Dark Bateman, even though they didn't do much with him. For of his first run, and then when he came to Impact Wrestling, I remember I was not that into him because because he's supposed to be the nephew of Dixie Carter, which was stupid, and then the whole thing he has his matches and he's against these jobbers. It was ridiculous the way it was doing it too. But at the same time, he was cutting these great promos. He was kind of he was carrying stuff with some great personalities and all that. Had a great charisma. He's got a great look. Um, I guess in a way, I did was too behind the bandwagon of EC3, but at the same time, it was like he's going up against these jobbers, referees, and like folks, it was ridiculous at the time, but still. Um, but anyway, I'm going too long with this, folks. So basically, where I come from here from this one is that uh, I feel sorry for EC3. That's what I'm basically trying to say here. But you know what? You reap what you sow with EC3. But that being said, that's basically it. That's basically it. Total amount wrestling for NXT, 4 matches, which is good. Um, my overall scoring for the show for NXT, the show from October 3rd, 2018. Good show. Now I guarantee next week's show, I probably will give it either a 9 or a 10. Well, we'll turn this out. But as far as this show is concerned, 8 out of 10. So that being said, thank you all for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr. I am the Natural Born Driller. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, please subscribe to me right now, if you haven't yet. If you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up, or give it a thumbs down. The choice is yours, and yours alone. So y'all take care. You all have a good, y'all take care. I'll see y'all next time. But for now, peace on the streets.